In the most dramatic escalation amid already soaring tensions in the Middle East, the United States has launched airstrikes on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, formally joining Israel's campaign to dismantle Tehran's nuclear infrastructure. Precision strikes hit enrichment sites in Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. US President Donald Trump called the operation a total obliteration of Iran's nuclear capability and delivered a stark warning to Tehran against a retaliation.
That the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight.
Just hours later, Iran hit back, firing 20 ballistic missiles at Israeli targets. Sirens wailed across the country as civilians took cover, while several were injured in the early morning barrage. Meanwhile, in its first public statement since the attack, Iran's foreign minister said Washington is fully responsible for what actions the Islamic Republic decides to take next.
The warmongering and lawless administration in Washington is solely and fully responsible for the dangerous consequences and far-reaching implications of its act of aggression. The Islamic Republic of Iran continue to defend Iran's territory, sovereignty, security, and people by all means necessary against not just US military aggression, but also the reckless and unlawful actions of the Israeli regime.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu praised the US action, calling it a historic moment and declaring his pledge to destroy Iran's nuclear capability fulfilled. Global leaders reacted with alarm. Russia and China condemned the strike, with Moscow calling it irresponsible and warning of an unfolding crisis. Leaders in the Gulf remain on alert as they raise fears of a larger war. Meanwhile, the EU and UN urge restraint, saying diplomacy, not war, is the only path forward. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke with Iran's president, expressing deep concern and urging dialogue and diplomacy to prevent further escalation. With tensions at a boiling point, the threat of a broader regional war grows larger, but as calls for peace grow louder, so do the drums of war. Bureau Report, NDTV World.